Welcome back to a fantastic Thursday evening of Super Sprint Racing, live from the iconic Phillip Island circuit.
It's great to be here. These short races really demand a different mindset, especially tonight with all 4 events back-to-back on the same circuit.
Indeed. This is race number 13 of 20 in the championship, event 4 of 5. So every point counts now as we head towards the sharp end of the season.
Absolutely. And just looking at the standings, John Clark leads the overall fight, but Mac McFarquhar and Elliot Norton are right there. The pressure is on for everyone, no matter their class.
And don't forget those separate class championships too, with Pro AM and AM drivers fighting for their own honors tonight. The grid is set for race 13 here at Phillip Island. It's Chris Stokes on pole position, the Pro AM driver, with AM class racer Jimmy Lindo alongside him on the front row.
What a fantastic qualifying effort from Lindo to put an AM car on the front row. He's tied with Stokes on championship points overall, so there's a real battle brewing from the off.
Indeed. Jareth Hallam, another Pro AM driver, lines up in third. But looking further down the grid, some big names have work to do. Elliot Norton, third in the overall championship, starts from P6.
He'll need to be aggressive, but smart from the lights. And the biggest story on this grid has to be Mac McFarquhar, second in the championship, starting all the way down in P20. That's a huge ask in a 12-minute sprint race.
And the lights are out. Race 13 is underway here at Phillip Island.
What a start. Absolute chaos into turn 1.
Mac McFarquhar, championship contender number 2, is already making moves. He started last on the grid and is picking his way through.
Yeah, he's up the spot already past Wallstrom. That mini JCW Challenge car has a lot of pace, but it's a long way from P20 to the points.
Further back in the pack, Joel Lemrich, who is still hunting for his first win this season, makes a pass on Josh Mitchell.
He's been consistent, that's for sure, but he needs to convert that into race wins to climb into the top 5 of the AM Class Championship.
Tim Weller, 5th in the overall championship, makes a clean move past Bart Van de Sande.
Great move from Weller. He's had a race win already this season. He knows how to pick his moments.
Oh, we have contact. Bart Van de Sande and Neil Constable-Berry make contact.
That looked like a big hit. Just a classic racing incident. So easy to get caught out in these mini JCWs.
Martijn Mol and Bart Van de Sande are absolutely battling for position. They swap places again.
The Crocetti Motorsports driver is really fighting there, putting everything on the line. This is great racing.
Oh, Daniel Cochise is really struggling for pace now, dropping several positions in quick succession.
He's just been swamped. First Mol, then Van de Sande, Sabo, Lemrich, O'Bargue, Botkin, Greenwood, Weller. That's a nightmare.
Elliot Norton and Jimmy Lindo are side by side. Fierce battle for second.
Norton has to watch Lindo's rear bumper, but he gets the spot back. That was close.
Oh, a massive incident involving Jareth Hallam and Greg Sabo.
They came together hard, both cars spinning. Hallam is down in P18. Sabo is even further back.
What a shame for both Pro AM and AM drivers. Their race chances looking severely dented now. Jimmy Lindo, who started second, has just plummeted down the order.
He's dropped out of the top 2 and is now down to P4. A huge loss of positions for the AM driver.
And he's continuing to fall back, giving up more spots in this final charge.
This is brutal for him. One of the biggest movers in the wrong direction this race.
He's lost several more places, down to P8 now.
Just shows how quickly fortunes can change in these sprint races.
Chris Stokes crosses the line. A dominant performance from pole position to take the win here at Phillip Island.
What a fantastic drive from Stokes. The Pro-Am driver showed his class and secures maximum points for the Pro-Am Championship.
Elliot Norton brings it home for second place. A strong recovery drive after starting 6th on the grid.
Crucial points for him in the overall championship.
And that's the end of race 13. What a roller coaster of a race here at Phillip Island.
We saw Chris Stokes dominate from pole, but the battle behind him was fierce, especially for Elliot Norton to secure that second place.
And what about Mac McFarquhar? He started P20 and climbed into the points, a phenomenal effort despite the ballast in his Mini.
A tough race for Daniel Cochise and Jimmy Lindo, who both lost significant positions, but plenty more racing to come tonight.
Welcome back to Phillip Island for race number 15 of 20 in this Super Sprint Championship. And what a difference a single race makes to our overall standings.
It's all changed at the top. Elliot Norton's second place in the last race has put him into the championship lead, a huge move for the Pro-Am driver.
Indeed. And Tim Weller, the AM class driver, has surged into second place overall, pushing John Clark and Mac McFarquhar down to third and fourth respectively.
Every point is absolutely critical now. When you're this close to the sharp end of the season, these shifts create immense pressure for the drivers.
The grid is formed for race 15, and on pole position it's Tim Weller. What a qualifying for the AM driver, now second in the championship.
This is a massive opportunity for him to consolidate that championship position. Starting from pole is just what he needed after a strong run in the last race.
Alongside him, Jimmy Lindo in P2, after a difficult end to the last race. He'll be eager to convert this front row start into a good points haul.
Definitely. And Elliot Norton, our new championship leader, starts in fourth. He'll be looking to protect his lead and perhaps even extend it with a podium here.
Martijn Mol and Joel Lemrich also in the top 6. Two drivers looking to make gains in their respective class championships.
And Chris Stokes and Mac McFarquhar, two drivers who won't be happy with their qualifying, down in 12th and 13th respectively. They'll have to fight hard again.
The lights are out and we are underway for race 15 at Phillip Island.
Tim Weller gets a great start from pole, leading into turn 1.
A clean start from Tim Weller, leading into turn 1. Further back, Dominic Fovargue makes an early move, passing Josh Mitchell.
Every spot counts in these sprints, even this early on. He's trying to make up for lost ground in the last race.
Jareth Hallam is on the charge. A great couple of moves to get past Joel Lemrich and Martijn Mol.
Fantastic driving from the Pro-Am driver. He had a tough time in race 13, so this is a great start for him.
Daniel Cochise, fifth in the championship, seems to be holding his position for now, not making any early gains or losses.
He needs a clean race to rebuild after that drop in the last one. Consistency will be key.
Elliot Norton is making progress past Cochise, now past David Constable-Berry for third.
But a huge moment for Norton. He's dropped several spots after contact with Neil Constable-Berry.
A warning from the stewards for Norton for an unsafe rejoin. This is a disaster for his championship lead. Jimmy Lindo and Martijn Mol are locked in a fierce battle for second place, swapping positions back and forth.
You'll love to see this close racing. Mol is really pushing Lindo hard here.
Oh, a penalty for Jimmy Lindo. He's made contact with Martijn Mol.
That's a huge blow for Lindo. He's been punted by Martijn Mol, and now Lindo is losing places hand over fist. This will hurt his championship standing.
A penalty for Bart Van de Sande. Contact with Mac McFarquhar.
He punted McFarquhar. That's a bad move, and it's cost both drivers dearly. McFarquhar loses a spot to Van de Sande, then Mol takes advantage too.
That's unfortunate for McFarquhar, who was trying to climb up the order from his P13 starting spot. Joel Lemrich is dropping back, losing places to Cochise, Mol, and Van de Sande.
He's struggling for grip up there, and now he's lost another spot to Jimmy Lindo and Elliot Norton. A real reversal of fortune.
Greg Sabo finds a way past Neil Constable-Berry.
Good move from Sabo, a nice bit of racing to gain a position.
Mac McFarquhar battles his way past Chris Stokes.
He's still fighting, showing that championship grit despite the earlier incident.
Tim Weller takes the checkered flag. A dominant drive from pole to win race 15.
Brilliant performance from Weller, an absolutely faultless drive. That's a huge result for his championship campaign.
Daniel Cochise crosses the line in second. What a comeback drive after a difficult last race.
Fantastic result for the AM driver. He'll be very happy with that podium finish.
And Martijn Mol takes third place. Another strong finish for the pro driver.
He's been consistent and fast. That podium is well deserved.
Welcome back to Phillip Island for race 16. After that thrilling last race, we have a new championship leader.
Tim Weller has stormed into P1 overall. His win in race 15, coupled with Elliot Norton's struggles, has seen a huge swing in the points.
Norton now sits second, and Daniel Cochise has jumped up to third place overall after his strong podium finish.
This championship is tightening up dramatically with only 5 races remaining. Every point is absolutely vital now.
The grid is set for race 16, and this is a reverse grid race, so we have a very different looking front of the field.
This is where it gets interesting. Josh Mitchell starts from pole, with Ryan Lim alongside him. These drivers are looking for their first strong points finish.
Indeed. And further back, the championship contenders have their work cut out. Elliot Norton starts in P13, Mac McFarquhar in P6.
Yeah, and look at the back of the grid. Daniel Cochise and Tim Weller are way down in 18th and 19th.
Our new championship leader, Weller, has a huge challenge ahead to fight through the field and maintain his lead.
It's all about navigating the traffic cleanly, picking your battles, and not getting caught out by incidents. My experience tells me these reverse grid races are pure chaos.
The lights are out and race 16 at Phillip Island is go.
A really cautious start from the front, allowing the faster cars to gain early.
Joel Lemrich is making early gains in this reverse grid race, already passing Elliot Norton and Dominic Fovargue.
He's really pushing hard in the opening laps, looking to improve on his championship position.
Daniel Cochise is on the move too. He's swept past Jimmy Lindo and then makes quick work of Elliot Norton and Jared Howell.
Cochise, third in the championship, is just flying through the field in these early stages. Exactly what he needed.
And Ryan Lim has just been swamped by a whole host of cars. McFarquhar, Constable Barry, Lemrich, Cochise, Hallam, Van de Sandy, Fovargue, all stream past.
That's the danger of these reverse grids. You get a good start, but the faster drivers are always coming through.
Elliot Norton is having a tough time of it, dropping positions, and now has contact with Neil Constable Barry.
Another incident for Norton. He's lost more places. The championship leader is really struggling to find clean air today.
Tim Weller, our championship leader, is fighting hard in the mid-pack. He passes John Boontakis.
He's trading places with Neil Constable Barry back and forth. The pressure is on every single lap.
Chris Stokes and Josh Mitchell are battling for the lead. Mitchell briefly gets ahead.
But Stokes immediately fights back. Great side-by-side action for the lead.
Oh, contact between Joel Lemrich and Phil Bodkin.
Lemrich gets a warning for that, attempting to pass into a closing gap. That's a hard lesson learned.
Josh Mitchell makes a move on Joel Lemrich.
But a crash further back. Jareth Hallam and Josh Mitchell have come together. Hallam penalized for loss of control.
Mitchell recovers quickly, but Martijn Mol is right there, ready to capitalize.
And more changes as Hallam drops back behind Lemrich, Mitchell, and Norton.
Neil Constable Barry has dropped the position to Josh Mitchell.
It's been a busy race for Neil. He's had a lot of action around him.
And Tim Weller, our championship leader, gets past Neil Constable Barry as well. Chris Stokes crosses the line. The Pro AM driver takes a fantastic win in race 16.
Another superb drive from Stokes, making his way through from P5 to take the victory in this reverse grid.
Phil Bodkin finishes in a brilliant second place, holding off David Constable Barry.
What a result for Bodkin. That's his best finish of the season. And Constable, Barry takes third, a great haul of points.
And that's the end of race 16. What a thrilling reverse grid race here at Phillip Island.
Chris Stokes showed his class to take the win, but the real story was the charge through the field and the struggles for championship leaders Tim Weller and Elliot Norton.
Weller started 19th and recovered well, but Norton had a very tough time, picking up a warning and losing ground.
That really tightens things up with just 4 races left in the championship.
And that wraps up a truly exhilarating evening of super sprint racing here at Phillip Island. For races, nonstop action, and some monumental shifts in our championship standings.
You said it. What a night for Tim Weller, ending up tied for the championship lead with Elliot Norton. From P5 at the start of the evening to P1, that's a huge gain for the AM driver.
Elliot Norton held strong, also now on 216 points. But look at Daniel Cochise, surging into third. Meanwhile, John Clark and Mac McFarquhar, absent from these mini races tonight, have slipped significantly.
Chris Stokes also had a stellar night with 2 wins. This championship is now on a knife edge with just 4 races remaining. It's going to be an incredible run to the finish.